Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Friends Podcast, man.
Yes,
Thank you so much
sir.
for joining us. And if it's your first time, thank you for
Mhm.
coming through. We appreciate you. So, my name is Matt, and I'm here with my two co-hosts.
What's up, y'all? It's Jermayne.
And it's Rod. And this is the Friends Podcast. Make sure you check us out. We're streaming everywhere: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, YouTube. Also, make sure you check us out at the Friend Pod on TikTok and the YouTube. Also, make sure you go
Yep.
get the merch.
Got it
Big
on right
merch.
here.
Show
Got
it
it on right here.
off.
There you go. Good shirt, good
Yes,
t-shirt.
sir.
All right, Jermaine, go ahead and kick it off for us.
So I'm curious. I got a
Mhm.
little question for you guys. So, as a woman, when I'm dating a man, there are certain things that if I see, I'm like, oh, that's something that you got from an ex-girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, if I see a man has a skincare routine, like a real skincare routine, not just like, oh, I wash my face, but like you got multiple products, you know how they all work together. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, some girl taught you that. You
For
did
sure.
not figure that out on your own. So, what are some things that you learned from past relationships that you've like taken with you, like tangible skills or things that you got from past girls?
It's a good question. I guess I'll go first. I suppose I'll go first. For me, I feel like it was nothing really super crazy. I would say like maybe the clothes that I wear, or like just choices of clothes. Like maybe
It
if I'm
styles
going
you
out.
up.
Yeah, just because like I've been in situations where like I might have put something on before and then a girl was like, "Why are you wearing it?" Or like, "Stop wearing that same old ass shirt." You know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
shit,
What she put you on to?
it wasn't
What she
even
wants you to
like
wear?
that. Let me rephrase. It wasn't even necessarily like putting me on the stuff. It was just like stop wearing that shirt. You know what I mean?
Ooh, like
It was just
that's
like a
the one
T-shirt.
that's not fired. Get rid of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
like it was like a long sleeve, and I still have the shirt. I still wear the shirt. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, but like it's like a long sleeve polo like t-shirt, like a regular polo t-shirt with like a blue heart.
Oh, okay, for sure. I seen you wear that. So
Yeah,
what did
like
she tell you to watch? Like where? Like what did she
that.
want you to wear?
The specific time I'm thinking about, I don't know what she told me to put on, but like she just didn't like that I will wear that shirt, or like it might have just looked dingy or something. Like I don't know. I
You
don't
put
really.
on like a little sweater or like a collar or
I probably did put on like a collared shirt or like something like that. I think we might have been going somewhere nice. So shit like that.
you wear a long sleeve polo to a nice place? Like on a date with your girl?
Why not?
It's a polo. It's
Yeah,
got a
like
collar.
it's like that's Ralph. Like you know Ralph. Like that's Ralph.
But a
You know
long
what I'm saying?
sleeve shirt?
So what? I don't care. I don't really care about the things that I wear, to be honest. That's the thing. And I think that that's one of the things that like women will put you in a perspective with, because they be like, why do you have that on? Oh, you should wear it like this. Oh, this is what you should. What about this brand? You know what I mean?
What
So
kind of restaurant were y'all going to?
why you asking too many questions? I don't remember. Like this was so long ago. I can't even really remember.
So wait, has a
Um.
girl ever taken you shopping? Like, oh, let's go
Uh.
to Zara together. I want to pick out some
Go,
clothes for
go to
you.
Zara. Oh. I don't think, not necessarily. I've had women buy me clothes before, like maybe as a gift, but like actually like going into the store like shopping for me, nah,
Yeah,
nah.
what was your best like gift you got from someone?
Mm, in general or clothes wise?
Just in general, like from a significant other or someone you're dating. It's like the best gift that you guys were given.
Probably like bringing food over, like because I feel like with gifts and shit like that, I don't. People, I feel like people can miss the mark on gifts a lot because they don't really know what I want. But like food wise, like if you bring over some good chicken wings, some good like something good to eat, like that's the best gift for me
Man, you
personally.
easy.
No, for sure, for sure. I don't need shit. Like if I want something, I'll go buy it. You know what I mean? But all right. Let's. Can y'all answer the question though? I feel like this is the Matt podcast. This is not the Friends podcast. But so like, what's something that y'all took from like a past relationship, things of that nature, where it's like you definitely got that from them.
I would say I've always been into music, but like specific songs, I've definitely gotten from partners. Like there's
Mhm,
certain songs I hear and I'm like, oh, this would never have been in my playlist if it was not for so and so. Like
mhm,
this is not even the type of music I rock with, but so and so played it so much that like it kind of got hip, I got a little hip to it. So that's a big one.
Let me stop you there. I'm sorry. Let me stop you there. Can I ask y'all a question? So, like, what if you have a song with somebody where it's like this our song, like this is, or like songs that remind you of the person? Like, is that easy? Is it easy for y'all to just be like, okay, I can just still listen to it and not think about that person?
Nah, I definitely can't.
You
Like
can't?
that song with what was it, Kendrick Lamar on Damn? Him and Rihanna. I
Oh,
Oh,
think it's
loyalty.
called Love. Loyalty. Can't listen to that song
damn.
at all.
You lost a good
Damn.
one with that. I lost thinking about you.
Frank Ocean?
Yeah, man.
Damn.
Classic.
It was just one
Sick.
girl. There was just one girl I dated. Like she loved Frank Ocean. Like she loved. Like that's all we used to talk about. Was like, oh, Frank Ocean, like all the time. But I can still listen to it. Like I don't really feel nothing. So y'all feel a way about that though. Like if you have a song with somebody and like you can't never listen to it again.
No, I won't say never. I can definitely still listen to it, but it took a long time to be able to listen to it.
Mm.
Long time.
I
I,
don't care to hear the song no more. It ain't even all that good of a song.
one of
Damn.
my ones was when Daniel Caesar first came out. What was that whole album was just like a
Oh,
vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like it
yeah.
was on that like that lovey dovey type vibe. But I don't even think I listened to that shit in years because it just bring back memories that I don't even really necessarily. That's the only one. Every other one I don't care, but like that one is too personal. But
I mean, okay, so if I'm gonna be my turn on this question,
hmm
I'm gonna go ahead and say probably going to get like pedicures and like taking care of myself more, like facials and massages,
Hmm.
things like that. I never really did that until I got in a relationship.
So then, okay, so those are things that you got from women. So what are things that you see in women that you know she got from a dude?
mm, damn, I think
Sometimes I be looking at clothes, be like, you didn't buy that.
How? What makes you think she didn't buy that?
It's just you just be with the person for a while, you see what they into, and then it just looks like a. Sometimes they just have a shirt that's
hmm like that's a
just
man's
something
shirt.
on it. It'd be like, yeah, it just seems like it's out. Like you didn't buy that. Like there's no way because you're not even really into that like that.
hmm
Yeah, they're like you didn't buy those forces. Like you didn't even wear forces like that. But you got this
Yeah,
one random pair.
Yeah.
yeah, shit like that. Yeah, that's a big one. Like clothes, I would say even what you said, Jermaine, like music, like why are you listening to Key Glock and Young Dolph? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like as a woman, it if a man is really attentive, you can definitely tell what music she got from another dude. If everything on my playlist is all, like R&B or like very
mhm,
uh popular rap, let's say,
mhm,
like the Drakes of the world, then all of a sudden it's like, this undercover or like underground rapper nobody's ever heard of from Memphis.
mhm.
It's like, all right,
Like
how you do?
how you know about uh like payroll Giovanni? Like how you know about, you know what I mean?
See,
How you know
payroll,
about these
you
people?
might even get a pass, but I mean, there's
Yeah.
definitely things I've played where I'm like, there is no way that I would have ever found this on my own.
Mhm.
And as a
Mhm.
woman, it is sick when it comes on in a playlist and you got to be like, skip, skip, before the guy's like, wait, you listen to who? To
Mhm.
what?
Another thing, playing like how she know how to play 2K real good. Like she really be dunking on you and everything. Like that's I would feel disrespected and I would also be like, who the fuck taught you this?
Like, you
You
don't
know what I
even
mean?
have brothers.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Like who told you? Who taught you how to play this? You know? Um, let's see. Other than that, I don't know if I could think of anything else to be honest. Terminology, slang, stuff like that.
Like, what do you
Yeah,
hear?
that's a big one right
Like
there.
I can't think of anything specifically, but like a girl talking about like my boy. Like, what's up, my boy? You know what I mean? Like, why? Like, who you get that from? Like, your last nigga used to just probably say my boy all the time. You know what I mean? Like, or like, I mean, obviously, no cap and all those types of different slangs and shit like that. Like, where you get that? You know?
Yeah, or she knows too many handshakes. I would probably be suspicious about that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because women don't shake hands like that.
Not at all.
I don't know if y'all noticed, but
You know all the gang signs, all the handshakes. All right.
mm-hmm.
We see
But
what
yeah.
type of ex you had.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually learn a lot about somebody's past relationship by seeing what they like bring on into their next relationship.
100%. 100%. Wait, Jermaine, did you say something? So is there something that guys do that you know that like that they got from their ex?
Like I said, skincare is a big one for me. If
Mm-hmm.
I see that you have a skincare routine, more than like 1 to 2 products, I'm like, I feel like a girl put you onto that. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I could be wrong, but I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, his ex must have like took him to the store and got him these little products because he didn't go to buy that. Um, I've had moments before where like if a guy knows a lot of R&B, I'm like, okay, like this is a girl's
Mm,
playlist. But I have changed my opinion on this
okay.
recently, where
Okay.
I realized like, yo, there are some dudes who are deep into their R&B bag, deep, deep, deep. So I had to kind of like retract that. But for a long time, I would be like, how you know about Snow?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I feel that too, but like, yes, it is some fans of like real fans of R&B out here. So I see both sides. I see both sides on that. Now the skincare one is like, damn, like how you know how to exfoliate first, and then you got to wash your face, and then you got to put the toner on, like you know.
Yeah, and you got a daytime moisturizer and nighttime moisturizer. You got an eye cream. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Um, the other one too is like just men who know a lot of stuff about like women's products. Like it is funny if you like, you know, are like, oh, I got a flat iron my hair. Like, oh, do you have heat protectant? What kind of heat protectant do
Like,
you use? You know, just like little stuff. That's like, who even taught you
that's
that word?
crazy.
Like, who? How do you know about that?
Right. No, that is wild. Like heat protect. I ain't even. What is that? I don't even know. I mean, I know what it is from the name, but like, what? I didn't know you needed that. Very interesting. Wow. Okay. Well, that was a great question. I think we can go ahead and get into this very first topic that we have for you folks. So if you've
This
been
was
on social
crazy.
media, yeah, it definitely is. If you've been on social media, that you done seen these people that they've been arguing. Well, not been arguing. It was one big argument about splitting
Mhm.
the bill. And we're gonna get into how we feel about splitting the bill, you know, when we go out with friends, whether it's a birthday or not. But so just to give a little background before I play this, so you know what, I'm gonna play it and then we're gonna give a little background. How about that? How
That's
I'll go
about
ahead
fine.
and get the background.
okay, go ahead.
It was a group of friends. It was a young lady's birthday, and the bill came up to $4,600. And some of the people at the table had an issue with the bill and their portion.
Hmm. That's what it is. So let's go ahead and get into this video and we'll kind of talk about it a little bit afterwards.
I'm not splitting the bill, Shawty. That's crazy. You expect us to split the bill? You got lamb chop. You got steak. Look at all that. Look at what all they got. They talking about splitting the bill. Come out, bro. What did you come out, bro? My thing is,
Low vibrations for real.
You said low vibrations. Fuck out of here. All right. So yeah, that was seems like a very heated conversation that was going on. A $4,600 bill. Now let's start here.
Woo! That's quite the bill though.
It is. It is. Have y'all ever been anywhere where the bill was about $4,600? Have y'all ever done that
Hell
before?
no.
10 people,
For 10 people.
$4,600. No.
Actually, no, I don't think so.
Like that's wild. That's number one. That's wild to me. But
Yeah, let's start there.
okay.
I'm looking at the video and who was there. They don't look like they should have been there.
Based on wait. Based on what though?
Based on the food that was prepared, the restaurant, the waiters sit like literally like looking at them, yelling. He's just like, really? Like this place? And then when
So
you hear the price, it's kind of like, all right, they're going to a very fine dining, one of the best restaurants in the city,
Mhm.
most likely. So it's like, yeah, your group of friends and what they wearing already kind of says they probably shouldn't be there.
Also, it's the clothes.
Mm.
Okay, I was trying to
It's like
figure
their
out what
clothes, what they look like, how
what,
young a lot of them were.
what they
It's
look
not a
like.
typical place where 10 black people would just go and dine regularly.
What do you mean by that?
I
That's my
mean, what
whole
I
question.
said.
So
Like,
okay, okay, you lost me with the black people comment at the end, but like 85% of what you're saying, I actually rock with. How I take what you're saying and what I agree with is if you go to a restaurant that costs that much, you know it's going to cost that much. You should. If you're the type of person who frequents those types of restaurants, you know what to expect. Like I have been, I don't know about $4,600, but I have been to some like fine dining restaurants where like, yeah, the meal is $300 per person pre-tip, you know?
Mhm.
But you should know that you're going to that type of place. And you should come mentally prepared, like, yeah, I'm probably not leaving out of here under less than $400. There's literally no way between a drink, an entree, uh, the a la carte sides, a dessert, uh, appetizers to share. This is going to be close to a $500 meal
Mhm.
potentially. So I think that's one of the issues that people do with birthdays is like, okay, what's a birthday dinner? I got to go all out. We got to go to the top tier restaurant to celebrate. It's like, yeah, but that just may not be your budget and your friend's budget. Like maybe go somewhere that's within your budget and
Right.
have a great time there. Um, the other thing too that like kind of is interesting about this video that I don't know if people are really talking about is like birthday dinner etiquette.
Mhm.
So technically, if I have a birthday dinner and I invite you guys to come, it's my responsibility to pay. You are my invited guest. Now, if you have a dinner and you like, hey, Jermaine, I want to take you out for your birthday, then it's your job to pay. So some of this whole discrepancy is about like, well, how much, should everybody pay? It's like, it wouldn't even have to be an argument if people just looked at it from like, well, who invited you? If it was her birthday dinner and she chose the restaurant and she invited everybody, technically, girl, that $4,600 bill is yours.
And so that's just based off of the invite, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know the rule. So it's no
I
different if it's your
disagree.
birthday?
Hmm?
It's no different
I,
if it's your birthday?
I mean, technically, like in terms of like proper etiquette, that's how
Mhm.
it's supposed to go.
Okay. Right. Go ahead and spit your piece.
no, I disagree with what Jermaine's saying. If it's my birthday, I do not expect to pay anything. Um, I wouldn't like my friends and stuff like that. Like when I went out for their birthday and stuff like that, I don't necessarily expect them to pay anything. Like I will pay for them. That's like my
Mhm.
gift. Part of my gift to them is making sure they're good and
So then,
everything. It's like, yeah, I pay for the person's birthday. It's their birthday. Why are they paying? That doesn't make
well,
any sense to me.
like I said, that's just technical etiquette. Now, if I take somebody out for their birthday, yeah, I pay for them because I'm taking you out. Um, but that's why I don't like. Personally, I hate birthday dinners. Like, don't invite me to your birthday dinner ever because of stuff like that. Like, everybody has a different belief on like how do we split the bill, who orders what. Well, you ordered this, I ordered that. Hey, who should pay more? Like, it takes away from the entire experience.
I think the big problem was the price on the bill, the $4,600. Um, I feel like just most of them couldn't afford that bill. I feel like if the bill was like $50 per person and it came out to about $500, there wouldn't be no argument at all, and they
Definitely
probably
not.
would just said, you know what, go ahead, screw it, we just split it. It wouldn't have
Mhm.
been so much back and forth. They were like, yeah, let's all split the bill. But
I,
since it was that like $4,600 bill, they're at a really fine restaurant, drinking, eating lamb chops and probably lobsters, and I don't know what the hell they're ordering there to get the bill up that high.
a
Just
bottle.
Cause we looked at the menu. The menu was not. You had to order the
Oh.
whole goddamn.
What's the name of the restaurant? Let me look it up.
The restaurant is called MCK Restaurant and Bar in Atlanta, I believe.
Okay.
And the items are priced about between $30 and $50. So
how did they get it up to?
Exactly.
Oh,
that's literally what I'm trying to say. Like, they didn't even look like they even drank that much. It just seemed like
the food does
they
look
had,
good, though.
I mean,
It just
arguing
seemed a
like
little
that, they
basic.
might have been drunk as hell. Like they sitting in that middle of that restaurant yelling for real.
They should have been yelling at anybody. It should have been the owner. Like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah, $4,600 when things on the menu are like pretty reasonable is really crazy to me. So I'm curious more of the backstory, like you said, like how did they get it? I see that they have like a 6-ounce wagyu, and lobster plate that's $200, but like that's still not $500 per person. So
that's like everybody ordering that though. Everybody's
twice.
ordering a wagyu plate. And then one dude, like, he was mad. He was like, I ordered a salad. Like, like some greens on this plate. He was like, I can feel his frustration if the bill came out like that. And I ordered some $50 worth.
When you go to a birthday dinner, then, like, when do you feel like you guys should establish the conversation about how to split the bill?
Before we even get there. And I think that we should know where we're going. We should know what the menu is, what the prices is. And one thing about it is, like, some of these fine dining restaurants, they don't post the price online. You can't even see how much it is until you really get there. So it's like, I think these conversations, the research needs to be done before. A conversation needs to be had before, because you don't want to get there and it's like, oh, we splitting it? Oh, I didn't know we were splitting. I would have, you know what I'm saying? Like, so.
I mean,
that's
I
my
expect
opinion.
everybody just to pay for themselves for the most part, except for the birthday person. Like, that's the only person who does not pay tonight.
And that's why I feel where he coming from, because it's like, oh, I can pay for you, but like all these other motherfuckers that done had 7 Wagyu steaks, like, why am I paying for you? It's not your birthday.
It also gets tricky though too, because everybody also has a different mentality of how they eat when they go out. Like for me personally, I only eat out with people I'm really close with, because one of the things I like to do is I like to get a lot of food and everybody split everything. So for me, I couldn't really go to a place and be like, oh, well, my contribution is $50 because I had, the tapas. It's like, no, I actually had literally like a bite of 10 different dishes. So let's just split everything even. Personally, I don't like to go out with people who I can't just split the bill evenly. If you're going to like nickel and dime me because you only had 2 bites of this entree and, 3 bites of this appetizer, like, no, you better know we're going to go and get everything, split everything, and then split the bill.
Like, oh no, you had them 3 strawberry lemonades, so you're gonna have to pay for that. Like, I'm not finna split that. Like, that's a little petty to me.
That's so petty to me. I hate that.
I mean, I get people's
agree.
financial situation not the best all the time. I get that, but no,
Don't invite them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like don't go. If you get the invite, look up the restaurant ahead of time. If you know my pockets aren't like that, I got $25 to spend tonight, then you should probably stay home.
Please.
Yeah, those people I would never invite out. Like if I knew I was going to a birthday, because like if you only got like $50, that's like drinks.
Yeah.
Or like a couple drinks, really. That's not even the meal.
And I think that's like real maturity is just getting to a point where you can be like, I don't have it. Like, hey, I would love to celebrate your birthday with you. I don't really have it right now, but I'm gonna send you some money for a drink out tonight. Have a drink on me.
See, that's dope. That type of stuff is dope. But yeah, that comes with maturity, because a lot of you'll get to this is immaturity. When they got to the restaurant, they argued.
Definition of immaturity.
Communicate. Exactly.
They just seem really young too, just like 22 maybe, 23, and like they just doing a lot.
And going back to like knowing your friends, like yes, it's knowing everybody's budget or an idea of people's budget. It's knowing how people approach going out to big dinners like this, and just knowing who is in the friend group. Because honestly, depending on your friend group, you might have a friend who's like big boss dog and is like, hey, you know what? We don't need to fight about it. Just put it on my tab. Like, I got the bill.
Which,
Now,
shout out to them.
like you said, if they're young, if they're like in their early to mid 20s, like nobody has the money for that probably. But if it was a bunch of 45-year-olds, then like, yeah, somebody would be like, I'm not even gonna fight about this with you. Like, I'll pay for it, and if you want to reimburse me for it, cool. If not, I'm gonna just keep on going about my life.
No, I think I can respect that. Rod, I did want to ask you, like, what's your splitting bill etiquette? Like, are you somebody that, like, if you go out with your friends, it's like, okay, we splitting it
No, I mean, I
automatically?
already kind of talked about it.
Oh, I
You mean
missed
like
that.
just for the birthday, or
I'm
like
just
because I
saying in
said
general.
everyone should? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if we're just off of the birthdays now, just in general,
hmm
yeah, everybody pay their own bill. We're just going out with as friends and stuff like that. But if it is like the instance like Jermayne is saying, and we're all like just ordering a bunch of plates and sharing the food, then yeah, of course that's split. But if we're all ordering different items on the menu and stuff like that, but it kind of depends. If we're both ordering kind of like relative, like we're both ordering appetizers, entrees, and drinks, then we could just split that because it's like the bill's kind of relative anyway.
Right.
Like,
Like I don't know. It's also like just knowing where you're going always. I know we keep kind of going back to that. Like I'm not really going to no super expensive place with a friend, and because I know we're probably gonna hang out for a while, and this is just the meal, and then we're gonna go somewhere else, maybe go have a few drinks or something, chill. So
And I think
I'm
that's
not
what
going to no
shocked.
$500 bill per
Right.
person with my friends, anyways. Like when I'm older down the line, maybe with a family, or like maybe then I'll sit down like oh, this is my birthday dinner, and I'm just like trying to have dinner with you guys, and I'm heading back to the crib.
hmm
But at that young age, like them, or like now, it's like I'm not really trying to spend all that bread. And if I was, I'll definitely let you know if I'm going to like a fine dining restaurant. Be like, hey, I want to go to this one of the best restaurants here, and this chef and blah blah blah. They're having a chef table. Like I'll make sure people know.
Right. And I think that's what shocked them too, is like, one, they didn't know, but then two, they probably did have something else planned for the later in the night. So it was like, okay, I'm gonna spend $500 on this 1 hour, 2 hour dinner, and
You
then we
know
about
they
to go to
did.
the club, and then we about to go to the afties, then we about to go to the hookah
mhm.
bar. It's like, nah, I'm not about to do
Like
that.
you thought someone's gonna spend $700 per person on your birthday? Like that just sounds
You got me fucked up.
way
And,
out of like the budget for them. Like
and we still
that's
in
why
our
again when I
city.
say 10 black kids,
Uh,
young people like that, like they're not normally spending that. They didn't even they're just not in that range.
So I got two more thoughts on this topic.
okay.
One, if you do want to actually like experience things like some of these like fine dining restaurants, like a lot of them, most of them have a tasting menu. You can go use a tasting menu, you can have a prefix menu where you can say like, hey, it's going to be $130 per person up front, and with drinks or whatever else added on later, or $50 for your 3 courses or whatever. So if you want to go to a fine dining restaurant, do it in a situation like that where you can kind of like control the cost a little bit more and let people know ahead of time, like, hey, this is what it's going to be. It's going to be $120 per person for this tasting menu, and we're all gonna get a couple bottles of wine and split, and so it's probably going to be about $150 plus tip when you leave. Like, there is a way to go to a fine dining restaurant and have an idea of what you're going to spend.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm used to for sure. Like around
Yeah,
that price range. But
yeah.
I don't get it. 4,600. That just blows my mind. Like who was running up the bill like that?
The birthday girl and her best friend. It was
On the
probably freaking
lowest of
frack.
keys.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was freaking frack goes over there like, oh, look at these lamb chops, girl. Like, man, y'all know somebody else gonna pay for it at the end of the day. Like that shit, that would have pissed me off too. Like I feel, bro. I feel where he coming from.
Like they had to bring out like 5 plates. 5 plates of lamb chops, like five
Like for
plates of
real.
lobster, 5 plates of wagyu. Like it a bottle, like 2 bottles on each side of the table. Like it's just, I'm just not understanding.
Let me look at this video. Let me see if they got bottles on the table because it has. I feel like it has to be bottles.
Actually,
It can't be
Has
food.
to.
I gotta look at this a little bit closer because I'm like,
Can we play it
I
one
don't
more time?
understand it.
Oh yes, yes we can. 'Cause that's what I was about to do. All right, let me pull this joint up one more time, just so we can take a second look, a closer look.
And then we done for sure.
Yeah.
I'm only paying for what's on the check. I'm not splitting the bill, shawty. That's crazy. You expect us to
Okay, let's pause here. Okay, now what do we see?
I see one bottle of wine at least.
I see a bunch of cups. That could be just some lemonade though.
Yeah, I feel like they already picked some of the plates up. This is like dessert on one of them.
Yeah, like right here. This might be a
They
dessert.
already picked up her plates.
Yeah.
split the bill.
Damn, I was trying to get it. I can't see what's back here.
It's,
It look
it's
like a
two
bunch of
sides though. Like if
You
there's
got
friends on the
lamb
other
chop.
side
You
too.
got steak. Look at all that. Look
cups. Hey, you got some other
at all
shit.
they got.
What's that? Some steak.
He
Okay.
look like he ate good.
Okay, let me see.
Since he like saying that, I know he ran up the bill a good amount himself.
Oh, for sure, because he was too calm.
You talking about dude right here?
The light skinned dude, yeah.
Right here? Oh yeah.
What did you come out for? That already tells me yes.
My thing is, y'all doing too much. Y'all doing way too much. We didn't order all that.
We didn't order all that.
And see, this is the one scenario where I get the irritation of splitting the bill, like splitting it evenly because everybody got such crazy stuff. My one pet peeve, though, I'm not gonna lie, is if let's say we're out, like I'm out with a friend, and the bill is $100, and the person's
Can we
like,
show the video one more time?
Go ahead, Jermayne. Finish what you're saying.
the bill is let's say $100, and the other person's like, okay, so here's $45 for mine. It's like, what difference? That $5 made such a big deal that we need to split it evenly, or not split it evenly. That you want to let me know, like I'm only giving you 45 towards the bill. That to me, that level of pettiness, I can't do.
That's super petty because it's literally $5. It's $5.
I hate stuff like that.
That's a hot and ready. Like, just give me the $5. We splitting it.
Just split it.
Yeah. And I'm down to like just put it all on my card and Venmo me later.
Yeah,
like, we can do that too. You know what I mean? I like that type of shit too because they be making a problem with the with splitting the bills and all that shit. Like, oh, we can't split it.
But that's when it gets embarrassing when the waiter comes in. Like, can you put these 2 items on my bill? It's gonna be $45. The rest is on our girl.
Right. Like you look.
For those
stupid.
$5.
Like, look at you, brokey. All right. So you say you want to play the video again, right?
No, I'm just trying to like see where they wearing.
Okay, so
let's go.
Dude, right here.
In the pink blazer, that definitely is giving me like early 2010 vibes. Going out when we all like wore blazers to go out.
I thought it was like being Mary Jane, like power suit type shit. Like, I'm a boss.
I don't seem very
girl
fitted.
boss.
She's in her scandal phase.
Definitely.
Kerry Washington.
Now, bro, right here, he got on a little pattern. Like, I'm looking at this right here. Okay, I don't know if I can see my mouse. I was looking at like his chain. I mean, he got a chain on.
That's what I was looking. I was looking at his wrist and chain. I was like,
oh, the wrist.
It's not really shining though.
it's not. Yeah, it's not like coming off the page, but like it's there. Let me see what else everybody else got on.
I'm only paying for what's on the check. I'm not splitting the bill, shawty. That's crazy. You expect us to split the bill?
She got a chain though too. Black tee. Okay, he might be broken.
Yeah, just a black
with the earrings.
Oh yeah.
And his facial hair don't look like it's like he got a haircut.
And he got a bracelet. It might be.
He got on a Livestrong bracelet. That ain't no real bracelet.
You got lamb.
But it might be. No, that's okay.
Yeah.
He might have got a cut.
What's them the
You got some diamonds on.
Is it like the Chanel bracelet or something like that? The one with all the balls on it? I forgot what it's called. It might be a Chanel bracelet.
Look at all that. Look at what all they got.
White T chains. Okay. She got on a brown dress. Okay. Look like the iPhone 8. It's okay though.
So it look like that group could afford like a little something.
Yeah. I think so. But yeah, so we done exhausted this topic.
They could have afforded a more normal dinner. $500 per person is crazy.
No,
cut that in half. Shoot, $150. They could have done 150 per person, probably.
No,
But
for
If that
sure.
was $1,000 bill or like a $1,500 bill, I would get it.
yeah.
You would get what?
Like that would make sense for the bill to be like $1,500. That's like
Okay, yeah.
$150 per person.
I thought you meant like you
Like
would get it, like you would pay for it. I was like, oh, for real? Okay, let's go.
Three bags.
Like, shit, I'm about to fly down there. We can go out to eat right now. Like, what you talking about?
no, I mean like I would expect like
God.
$150. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's like typical, like for my range anyways, going out for a dinner right quick. Like
Okay,
150 per person.
I think that's respectable. I think that's definitely respectable. But
Can I add a different layer onto this?
yeah.
So I've been working through this theory in my head recently, thinking
Mhm.
about the fact that like our generation doesn't do house parties. We don't do barbecues. We don't do like pool parties at somebody's house. Um, I feel like our
That's actually not true. They throw a lot of pool parties here in Houston and at the people houses.
really
Yeah.
and
Like they throw pool
barbecues
parties all the time. Yeah.
now, like for free, like not that you pay to get in, just like yo, come to my crib. We're gonna hang out by the pool.
The way they've been doing it is like everybody bring like a drink and a food item. And they be like, yeah,
Okay,
come through, like at the pool.
look at Houston. All right, well,
Yeah.
I'll at least say for like here, that's
Mhm.
not really a thing. People seem to be very, I don't know, it's like everybody wants to spend money to go out, is what I've noticed. Like it's only really going out, you only really want to link with friends if it's we're going to dinner, we're going to a party, jerk and jollof, R&B
Mhm.
only, something like that. We're going to an event
That's
instead of
true.
just like, yo, come to the crib, you bring a bottle, I'm gonna put some steaks on the grill and like let's just kick it.
So what's your theory about that? Like, why do you feel that is?
I think our generation feels like it's not fun if you aren't spending money. And so that's what this video kind of reminded me of is like, you don't have to spend $4,600 to celebrate somebody's birthday. Like you said, Rod, like a $1,500 bill would have been more than enough. Why you got to spend $4,600 for a birthday?
I feel like there's a different I got a different theory on it. I feel like most of the people like in our generation are too cool from social media. Like I think it's more or less, hey, why do I need to hit up my friend? Like I could just do that at the crib. I could just chill, me and my girl or whoever, or my dude, whatever, and just grab a bottle and some food at the crib. Like if I want to hang out with somebody, like we're gonna be going somewhere and go do something. Like I can just chill by myself. Like I feel like more people kind of think about it like that. Like it's just not the cool thing to do just to get up with people at the crib.
Because people are just too cool for it. I
I
want to
think
make
so.
it like a thing again. Like even if you think about like the age that we're at, where a lot of people are like past clubbing, but you still want to be social. Like, damn, this is the age where like backyard barbecue should be lit, where it should be like, yo, I invited 20 people that I know, they all invited people. We got 50 people pulling up to the crib. We got a bunch of food on the grill. Everybody's bringing bottles, gonna play some music on the speakers and play games and chill. And if you want to smoke, that's your thing. You can smoke. Like, why don't we do that? I feel like our generation is like, all right, y'all, it's time to grow up and like do some different stuff for fun.
For me, what I'll say is I do like in the past I have definitely done stuff like that, definitely in college and stuff like that. Like that was fun. That was a good time. But I would say at this point in my life, like why I don't do stuff like that, like why I don't tell people, oh, come over to the crib or always try to hang out at the house is because I feel like my home is I don't want to say safe haven, but like it's just like my comfortable place. So bringing
Mm.
everybody here and like having people like come party and that was all dirty, got bottles everywhere, like that's not really fun. You know what I mean? Having to clean up afterwards and stuff like that. I kind of
Y'all place was the spot though.
where
Like wherever you stay, it's like the spot. Like
right now.
when I'm a I don't want to put this direct place out there,
I mean, I don't care.
but when
Like in
y'all was
college?
no, this was after college.
Oh, like in Royal Oak.
So yeah, in Royal Oak.
I
So
mean,
that
not
was kind of like
really.
the spots where a bunch of people kind of got together and drank and
I mean, every now and
like all the
again, it wasn't
time.
like all the time. Like, if anything, like it might have been like the roommates would do that, but not like everybody. Oh, come, everybody come through. But like, if somebody in town, yeah. But in terms of doing it all the time, like having people in your space all the time, like that's kind of exhausting because they're not gonna help
Yeah.
you clean. They ain't gonna bring nothing. I
Yeah, I
think
guess no one ever cooked though. It was always just like
nah,
drinking and going somewhere.
yeah. But I do like that idea, Jermaine, because I feel like we should do that. I just don't want it to be at my crib. If
I
that
don't even
makes
want to
sense.
eat everybody's food though. Like I don't even trust it.
Nah,
That's
hell
another
no.
thing.
You
Hell
wouldn't
no.
even do like a burger that somebody had on the grill?
I have to watch. Like I have to look at it. Like
What
I
about
don't
some
know.
Doritos? I got a bowl of Doritos and
I don't like
some
just chips just
Tostitos.
outside. Like just like cause Buzz can sit on it. Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't
I
know
don't
what.
really eat out like that. Like at
People-
cookouts. Like I gotta be like see it and
Hmm.
see how everything's kind of get done.
You ain't know if they wash their hands. You don't know if it's cat hair all on it. If the cat hair
Yeah, I
been on
got.
a Dorito bag. Like, nah.
It depends who's cooking. Like the person who's cooking look straight edge and shit like that. But if it's
Mhm.
a nigga that just like with a dirty tank top and like some flip flops or something, I'm like,
That
with
shit gonna
like
be
a
more fire if that's what it
I know
is.
all his like
just
sweat is
sweating.
on the burgers.
Yes.
Really,
He got he
that
got a
marinade.
washcloth like on his
Yes.
shoulder.
Yeah.
That's
That's-
it's serious. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to have
mhm.
somebody's sweaty uncle make some burgers. Yeah.
It's just a little bit of seasoning. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
No, but yeah, I think that is a very interesting theory. I'm gonna be thinking about that one. But I do want to talk about something else that's interesting that I saw recently. Um, well, people was tearing Fabulous up for some reason. I don't really understand why. I know I'm sure we're gonna have some different perspectives on this, but so I want to pull this post up that Fabulous posted, and we're gonna kind of speak on that a little bit. So let's talk about it. All right. So let me read it for the people that's listening via audio. So Fabulous posted on his story. Love hearing a female rapper. Love hearing a female rappers talking some. Why can't people write? That is not no real sentence right there. I think what he's trying to say is love hearing female rappers talking some real shit. Women are so strong, have so many stories and perspectives that we need to hear in pure form. No disrespect to any female rappers out, but I think there's only one style of female rap slash hip hop being promoted, programmed, and looked at as successful now. So he posted this and niggas was mad as usual. But I want to get y'all thoughts on like how did y'all take this? Was this disrespect? Was he trying to shit on Ice Spice and Lola Brooke and other women rappers out here, or did y'all kind of take it in a different way?
He didn't lie at all.
He didn't lie.
I saw the comments here. People were eating him up, calling him a woman beater and everything else. But
Facts.
the truth of the matter is, like, this is very true. There's only really one style of female rap that you hear. If you look at, everybody from Cardi, Meg, Ice Spice, uh,
City Girl,
City Girls, yeah, what's her name? Sexy Red,
Sexy Red.
all of it, like Lotto, it's all in the same sort of vein. Like,
Mhm.
what happened to like the Missy Elliott's?
Shout out to Missy.
The quirky, artistic, I'm trying to do something different. Like, we don't have any of that. So,
And
Thing is, like they have that out there. Just
right, right.
like you just gotta look for it. And I know we talked about this before. It's so easy in different like types of music that you can just listen to a single genre, really, or your type of music, and not really listen to all the mainstream music anymore. Like there's so many different types of artists out here.
But I think the thing is that he's saying like what's being promoted. So yeah, it's out there,
mhm.
but like what's being pushed to the forefront. I think that's the main thing here, which is like
Yeah, like why is like Tierra Whack not the number one, female rapper?
mhm.
I don't know
Rhapsody,
why we just throwing her out there,
Rico
but
Nasty, Tia Corinne, um, who's that? Who I don't know, so many other different ones, but like why is this pushed? Similar to like male rap. Like why is drill pushed? Why is like Lil Durk pushed and then like a Gunna or you know what I'm saying? Like why are these people pushed? So it's like that's kind of how I took it. Like you said, Jermaine, it was no cap in this. Like it was just a fact. You know what I mean? But people brought facts back to him, which is what I wanted to talk about, which is like people calling him a woman beater and talking about how he abused his woman. So it's like, is those types of things
and
fair?
also they were kind of bringing up the fact that Fabolous' last song was with Diddy and City Girls with the Act Bad.
That's a fact.
So
That's
it's
a fact.
like those are the women that you're on record with, and the type of woman that you're promoting as well yourself with your
Like that
brand.
was a month ago, bro. Like what?
So it just seems like hate, like when you're saying this now, and woman hip hop is actually on top at the moment. Now you got an issue with all women is this way. It's like all dudes was rapping about drill and guns and stuff like that. You don't see too many dudes like, oh, that's the they be complaining about that when dudes is up.
No,
It
they
just seems
do.
weird.
I feel like they do. They do be talking about how male rappers pushed only certain shit is pushed. I mean, I haven't heard him say it, but I've heard
I
people
mean, the
say that for
boom
sure.
bap rappers do.
Oh yeah.
All the boom bap rappers and non-lyrical rappers, other than like J. Cole and Kendrick and a few other people who are like at the top.
hmm
But
But is
make
it
better music. Is that like? Can we just say that?
no?
Like if
Because they can make.
artists and
hmm
they made those hits, because we see that the lyrical shit do go. Like when the Kendricks or the J. Cole or like those artists do make hit records, and they're also lyrical. So does it have something to do with the music and the music that the artist is making? Are we ever gonna just point it at the artist and not at what's being pumped up? Maybe it's just y'all songs ain't it, and people want to listen to my booty pink, my or
My
whatever.
booty
Like,
pink. Yo,
yeah, I don't know. And her new song Hellcat SRTs, that shit hard.
no, that shit. Yeah,
Like
like she got some. She got one. Ain't gonna lie.
Rhapsody, like her latest song, she put out some house song or something
Nah.
like that.
It was
Like
good.
I'd rather listen to the Sexy Red.
Don't do that to Rhapsody though, man. Rhapsody a fucking man. Let Rhapsody and her get in a cipher, and we'll see what's going on. Like Rhapsody will fucking eat her
Stop
up.
trying to make them freestyle.
It don't gotta, but we
Like
know we know a cipher ain't no real freestyle. Like it depends on the cipher, but like these ciphers don't be real freestyles. Like bring your best written, and let me bring my best written. Rhapsody would like literally.
bring your best song, and I'll bring my best song, and let's see who charts higher.
Rhapsody got better songs than Coochie Pink.
Like when it was 50 Cent and Kanye,
Uh huh.
like and they was beefing back in the day, and it was only about the music. It wasn't nobody trying to do like a freestyle or back and forth.
hmm
It was just whose numbers is gonna sell the most, and whoever wins that, you got other person got to retire,
hmm
and that's what it was.
Going back to what you said earlier, I don't think it's hate that Fab is saying this. I think him working with City Girls on Act Bad, it's like capitalism at its purest form to me. Like you attached yourself to something because you thought it was gonna be a hit, you thought it was gonna make you money, and then less than a month later, or about a month later, you're shitting on it. So it's like you knew when you made that like those bars weren't fire. You knew when you made that like wow, these aren't the most earth shattering, female rappers ever, even though JT has bars.
Oh yeah.
But like Young Miami, like she can't really rap, but you do it because it's for a look, it's for a check. You want to be associated with the hottest female rappers out, but you can't stand on your value that like this isn't actually like necessarily the best type of music that's being promoted. That's the only thing that pissed me off about it is like the contradiction. Like, all right, now you're showing your capitalism. You're
hmm
showing your I need a check, I need a bag.
because he contributing to what he's talking about. Like literally a month ago, you contributed to the problem. So it's like, why are we like that's the only reason I'm mad. And obviously his past shit that I don't know the history and all that type of shit, and I don't know the exact facts, but I'm mad at him for that too. But like for this situation, like why are you contributing to it, but then you want to talk down about it? Like next month, what is it gonna be? You know what I'm saying? Like wishy washy people, like you wishy washy to me now. You know what I mean? That's kind of
Yeah.
how I feel about it. And yeah. So I mean, I think the last thing I want to ask about this
I think
is
he should really just keep his mouth closed and just let the music speak for itself and the audience. It's just like, why do you even have to say anything?
you know
Like,
what's sick about this?
why did women rappers need to know that from you?
You know what's sick though is that Fabolous used to have some fire tweets like back in the day. Like he used to be fire on
did.
social media, and like now this is what he doing. Like, bro, this is what you're doing now. You're posting IG stories about
Yeah,
oh
you
female
40
rap
years
this.
old talking about female
Like,
rap
bro,
in the young music scene.
like go to your son T-ball game, sir. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
You
And
know?
like hug your wife.
like Loki, you could be the change you want to see in the world. Like your Fab, you could actually find a female rapper that you think is dope, that you like their music, that you feel like it's telling a different story, and
Mhm.
promote her, sign her, make her lit, connect her with all the people that you know in the industry.
Mhm. Easily, easily. So yeah, I mean, at the beginning of this conversation, I didn't think it sounded like hate, but now that we talking about it, it might be he might be hating. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. So speaking of ushering a new wave in, so there's something new that's been going on. I've been hearing this term for like the last probably couple of years, like NPCs, non-player characters, I think is what it stands for. But it's just been becoming big on TikTok where people are acting it out like for real in TikToks, and it's been blowing up. And I don't this is what something that Jermaine and Rod had told me about, so I'm not exactly sure how it is, like the actual TikTok. So we kind of want to get into it and have a discussion on like what this new phenomenon is and like what the fuck is actually going on with this shit. So let's play this video and we can discuss afterward.
Good. Coconut so good. Coconut so good. Balloon. Grab, 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 grab.
Fuck is-
Coconut so good. Grab, grab,
what
grab,
is
grab.
this?
Balloon. Grab. Ice cream so good. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, take you, BC. You got me feeling like a queen, huh? Take you, Shelby. Fire, 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 fire. Ooh, gang, gang. Gang, gang. Ice cream so good. Fire, 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 fire. Take you, Lily. Slay, huh? Meow.
Okay, that's about enough of that I can handle. That's crazy. And why?
You didn't expect to see that today, did you?
The funny thing is, I've seen TikToks of people like jokingly doing this, like some like those the same types of movements where they be like, "Hey," like those types of things. I've seen people do that, but like I didn't know this was a thing. Like she's getting tips for this, like she getting paid to do this.
Yep, lots of money, big dollars.
Like what the fuck is? I would like to know why people think this is entertaining though. Like what is?
I would love to know the psychology of people who spend their money on this for sure.
Like I need a couple more seconds. Let me see.
Meow, meow. That was so good. Coconut. Pop, amazing. Oh, thank you, Chris. I love you. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Balloon.
What the hell? I feel like the world is about to end. At this point, I'm like, this shit about to be over, bro. Like,
That was low key how I felt when I saw this. I was like, I don't even know where else we could go.
like,
I don't get what people are paying for. Like, why are people paying to see that? Like, she ain't doing nothing.
Nope.
Like, it's not even, she just saying random shit. It's not even like a sexy picture or nothing. It's just her saying stuff. I don't get the appeal to this.
what have you also seen? Like, there's a bunch of strange things on TikTok, like those streams where they'll be like, "Oh, guys, come into the stream. I'm about to." I'm about to do something. I'm about to. Have y'all seen those streams before?
No, what are they about to do?
Yeah, I can't. They never do it. That's the funny thing about it. Like that's the whole thing is the anticipation that they about to do something, but they'll keep telling people like, "Come into the stream. When you come into the stream, I'm about to take my hat off. Come in. I'm about to take my hat off." But they never do it, and they do this for hours. And people pay to watch, and people watch this and give them tips. Like it's strange and weird to me.
I'm in the wrong business, man.
No,
I'm
for
in the
real.
wrong business.
We sitting here giving these people this good content when we could really just be on TikTok. Just hey, if you
Yum, ice cream
Yeah.
so good.
Ice cream,
Yum,
thanks,
ice cream
thanks
so
for the
good.
tip. Like, all right, hey, when y'all see us on there doing content, don't say nothing.
Maybe that's how we need to start promoting the pod is just get up there and be NPC streamers. It's crazy. Like, so the girl you just showed, so this is Pinky Doll, and she is like probably the most well-known NPC streamer. She's the one who a lot of people credit with like really making it pop. Like not the first, but the one to really make it pop. And just since I've been introduced to this type of content, it's crazy how many other people I see doing this on TikTok. Like once people realize that there's serious money in it. So just this week, I saw like like a gangster streamer. Like his whole thing was like just like random thug shit, you know. So everything is like, you know, gang, you know, crip walk, like just
That's funny.
I saw this.
I can see the GTA side characters now.
No,
Yep,
for sure.
that was basically what he was doing. I saw somebody's uncle on there sweating his life off. I mean, he was getting a lot of tips, but it's like every moment he's just, you know, trying to respond to all the different little things that got going on. Literally sweating so much you could see that his black shirt was like drenched. I saw somebody's uncle and auntie on there together trying to do a little 50-year-old couple version of it. Like whoever you are, pretty much, it seems like you can, you know, get into this right now.
Man, the population is getting a lot stupider.
Yes, very.
I don't get it.
You know, the thing about this is you're right, but I do respect that people can get money just doing random stuff. I respect it because it's hard out here for some people. So I kind of respect this. I'm mad at it, but I respect it at the same time. Now would I seriously
Yeah, I
consider?
don't respect this at all.
Why not though? Just because it's
Go get an
talentless
actual
and it's,
skill.
because it's, so that's why, because it's talentless and it's like pointless and it doesn't add anything to society.
You just making noises in the camera that adds nothing to anybody's life. Like, it's
The
not
thing
nothing
is,
to really respect about this. I don't get what you respect about her doing it.
because it's like you get money, like you like you said, the population is getting stupider. So it's like for you to be able to like do this and be like, oh, let me get these tips, and like people are actually tipping you, and like you're really, this is an actual sustainable business model for you. Like I can respect that.
I don't know. I feel like we shouldn't just respect people just because they make money from it.
Make money from this though. From
Like
this.
from anything, doing anything stupid like this, like just because they make money from it, why should we respect that?
What else? What other feeling you gonna have? Like obviously I'm not gonna watch this shit, but it's just like, okay, I respect that you doing that. Like shout out to that. You know, that's dope to me. I wish I thought of it first. You know what I mean? Like this is one of those things where it's like I wish I would have did this first. I don't understand it, but I wish I would have understood it so I could have did it first. You know what I mean? Like that's how I feel. But
you know, I feel like if there's anybody I respect out of it, it would be Pinky Doll, because she was, you know, the person who figured out like, oh, I can make a lot of money doing this. All the people who are trying to now add on to it. And when I tell you that's all my TikTok is nowadays, is literally just people doing that. That's when it's like, okay, at least be creative, be original. Like you saw that this worked for this person. Why do you have to take the same formula? Like, why can't you figure out another way to have engaging lives, another way to actually like encourage people to donate to you? If you gotta take somebody's sauce and not even add a new ingredient to it, like you're not a chef. You're just a copier. You're just a cook.
Yeah.
That's how it always is, though. I mean, social media is just a bunch of people copying the same content for the most part and trying to repurpose it and
You're trying to make fast
get
money. Like, figure out. One of the things that's interesting about Pinky Doll is she is actually a sex worker. Like, I think she's a cam girl. I think she has
Oh, he
OnlyFans.
was?
Yeah.
Oh.
And so
That makes sense why people will watch her first then.
for her, it makes sense. Yeah, it's like this is an entryway to get people introduced to some of my other content that she probably makes a lot of other money for too. But if you're a regular person sitting at home talking about, yum, ice cream so good,
Yeah.
What are you
because
doing?
you think that
Yeah.
you can make a couple bucks off of it. It's like,
Yeah.
all right. Like Brad
Yeah,
said,
if
like
Matt thought of it
skill.
first,
Nah, yeah. If I would have
it
thought of
wouldn't
it
have went
first,
nowhere.
exactly. Well, I would have thought it would have went somewhere, but it wouldn't have. But I'm not a beautiful woman on the screen that already does. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
you
Like,
probably just got a call from the fam saying, "Yeah, I think
You
it's about
okay?
time for you to go." Yeah,
no,
mental institution.
no, I don't think so. I don't think this shit don't look that crazy. Where it's like, oh, this person's like out of their mind. Like you can obviously tell she's doing it on purpose.
I want to
I
see
mean,
you
if he was
doing
the first
that.
person,
No,
No, let me see an example. Ooh, glizzy, so good.
you said glizzy.
Thank you for that glizzy. Ooh, glizzy, so good. Yum,
I'm
yum,
not.
yum. Chop,
I'm
chop,
not.
chop.
I'm not using glizzy as an example. That's crazy. Like that would be crazy. I wouldn't. I can't even imitate this. I gotta watch it a few more times. So maybe next episode, if y'all want to hear my NPC,
I mean, it seems like it's anything that you're doing, you're just acting it out.
Yep.
I think can you not like send like cause she said like, oh, thank you for the coconut. Can you send like a coconut in TikTok? Like, is that
Yes.
what it is?
And so that's what it is.
Okay.
And so each one of those little objects has money attached to it. And so what she does when like nothing's happening, she just sits there like, I'm hungry, feed me. I'm hungry, feed me. And so, that gets people to send her, glizzies and, whatever else, corn. And then, you just like fake eat the stuff.
That's I don't know, man.
Roses, they smell so good. Corn, yum, 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 yum. Chop, 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 chop.
Yeah, I do think that people shouldn't have ran off with the sauce. At least do it a little differently. Do something like something. But I mean, to keep people's attention, you kind of got to do some strange, weird shit where you had to watch it and be like, "What is this?" Like that makes people
True.
that gets the people going. You know what I mean? So that's why I respect it because like to find something to make people engaged and really fuck with your content is like you got to respect it. That's my thought on it. But other than that, I think we done exhausted all the topics today that we have talked about. Let us know what y'all think about all these topics that we talked about in the comments, and then we can get into the highlights for this week. So do y'all have anything y'all want to highlight?
His project, 16 tracks. He got Vori on here. He got Viz on here. And a couple other people, but I'm really fucking with it. Oh, he even got Westside Gun on there.
You said whose project is this?
This is Babyface Ray, Summer's Mine.
Oh, he dropped it. Okay.
Yeah, he just dropped it just yesterday.
Oh,
Not
okay.
to date the pod, but
Yeah.
it's sounded hard so far.
Okay. Super dope. Jermaine, you got something to share or to highlight this week?
Yeah. So, as you guys know, Utopia is getting ready to drop. And so Travis Scott just released his first single. It's Travis Scott, Bad Bunny, and The Weeknd. It's called K-pop. And it's actually fire. Like it definitely to me gives like song of the summer potential.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Okay. Super dope choice. Let me choose man. I want to highlight let's do Rylo Rodriguez. Let's do Rylo Rodriguez. Damn, that's the hardest name to say. I want to highlight Rylo Rodriguez this week. So he has a song. Well, he just dropped a whole album called Ben One, but the song I want to highlight is called On the Floor with ESTG. So that was a super dope record. I think it was just I don't know, just some shit about just the same shit everybody rap about. But I thought it sounded good. So listen to that. Listen to that new Travis Scott. Listen to that. You said who it was? It was Babyface Ray. Check those out. Let us know what y'all think
You
about
know,
'em.
Obama came out with his playlist,
Yeah, I didn't read
and
through it yet.
yeah, it was just a couple of tracks on that I thought was pretty interesting. It was Drums by Money Man and Babyface Ray. He had
Just
that on
fire.
there. Yeah. So he was listening to Money Man Red Drums.
Don't tell me Obama out here scamming. That's crazy.
And Money Man is talking about actually hustling and shit like that, like
You're not
in
listening.
crypto and all that kind of stuff. Like
you're not
he
listening
talking
to
about
this.
trapping and
He's talking
yeah,
about scamming. I'm gonna cut this out, but he's talking about scamming. But yeah,
you ain't got cut
uh,
out.
no, I don't want to. That's dry snitching. I don't want to dry snitch. You know what I mean?
I told you, it's nothing wrong with snitching no more. We good. It needs to be more snitches out here.
I guess, man. Other than that, this has been
Stop doing shit.
I mean, that could work too. That could work too. This has been the Friends Podcast. If you made it this far, thank you so much for joining us, and we out. Peace out.
Bye.
Peace.